She wanted to see them go. All right, here they go. The release of 4 bobwhite. Woo! Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brian out here at the Little Orchard Farm, and welcome to today's video. We've got some really cool stuff lined up for us today. Very first thing off, we're going to try to knock out our drain line. Really, the last activity, large outstanding activity that we really have left to make our cabin fully functional, meaning Karen gets to use her proper potty and it will drain correctly. We can take showers, we can use the running water and so forth. Last week I began putting the drain in and started on the easy end, which was the front end, and I'm working my way toward the septic tank. And so this weekend we're going to finish that up, and I'm going to show you what I've done under there and really kind of, how easy it's been. Although, I know that there's some challenges that lie ahead for me. I'm about to get into the bathroom area where you've got the bathroom or the sink, the vanity sink, the toilet, and the shower, and the vent line. So there's four connection points, if you will, that's going to bump into the main line. So I've got to figure that out today, and man, we're gonna jump in there and knock that out, and then I'm gonna carry the line all the way to the septic tank, hook it into the septic tank, and hopefully by the end of the day we will have the proper potty functioning. We will be able to use our water and it flow into the septic tank. Let's see what else we got going, man. We got several activities that we're going to try to knock out this weekend. So come along for the ride. Let's do this. All right. So before back several months ago, when Robbie and I were talking through this, he supplied me. He went out and he got me the parts that he felt like I needed, and so I've been using those. Got started with them. Here are the set here that I'm going to be working with today. Karen and I are going to knock that out, and then an old movie quote, Doc Hollywood says, "I've always got some pieces left over."
Melvin, thanks, man.
There's always some extra parts when I put them back together. I don't know why.
That's a lot of pieces, though. I don't know where they go. All right, so last weekend I started the drain line from the kitchen working forward, and essentially, this is what I've got. You can see as it runs across to the kitchen, it comes off and it falls about, it's about an 8-foot deal. So it's coming off from the beginning over to this main line. It's about a 2-inch drop. So from here down is about 2 inches. It's a 1-inch drop for every 4 feet, 1/4-inch drop per foot. So for every 4 feet, I'm dropping an inch. So it's about a 2-inch drop there. And then on the very far end of this line here, I have a screw cap that allows me to flush it out if I ever need to get access to the drain line. And then this little guy right here runs over to the washing machine. From the very far end up here all the way down to the very end of the cabin down there, it's 40, a little over 40 feet, and so that's going to be obviously about a 10-inch drop. 4.5 right there. All right, let me give you a quick play-by-play rundown of where we are. Whew. I didn't want you to see me basically dying over here digging a little tiny hole. So I got the hole dug that slopes upward going under the house. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put a 45-degree elbow on the main line, which will get it going down, and then we're going to bring it down into the hole and hit another 45 that will get it going straight into the septic tank. The thing that I'm going to try to do is minimize the distance between that last 45 and the septic tank, because I don't want, I'm kind of thinking about the water flume at some of these theme parks is when you go down and hit the bottom, you coast for a little bit, but then you would eventually stop. And so I don't want that to have. I don't want objects to stop in the pipe. So I want to be able to hit the bottom of that water ride and slide right on into the septic tank, and off she goes.
A little bit anyway.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work. All right, so Karen and I have run this over. We were at 8.5 inches in the middle. We brought it over to, it's sitting right around 13 inches on that one main beam here, or this main pipe coming in. And so that really equals our foot, essentially, that we were looking in fall from about midway to here. So we brought the main drain line from one end to the next, 40 plus feet, or around 40 feet. And we have a 10-inch drop. We started at about 3 inches on the other end, and we ended at 13 inches here. 13 to 13 and a half on the fall. I'm very, very happy with that. I did notice that it's not straight.
Straight is irrelevant.
Straight's
not an allowable term anymore.
Straight's a very relative term. So we're straight enough for beginners. It's kind of like hand grenades. We just get close.
Have you ever met a river that's straight?
That's right. No natural thing that runs water straight. Creeks, rivers. They're all windy.
We're just going by God's plan.
That's right. This house is this house is modeled after nature. Yeah, I know. All right. So what we were able to accomplish here on the end was we got our 45 coming off the house down into our little trench. We 45'd again and over into the septic tank. Now the septic tank from this little 2-foot piece here has a slight grade to it as well, so that we're gliding in for our landing, and into the septic tank it'll go. I will cover this up here in about an hour or so. I'll give this glue time to set up. I'll cover our hole up, and there is going to be a small stub that's going to be visible to the outside of the house here. So, you know, from essentially ground level, this little piece here will be visible. But you know what? I'm not going to fret over that. Like Karen said,
We can put up a bush.
we'll plant a bush. We'll plant a bush. Absolutely. All right. Let's get around and finish up the shower. All right. So we're going to have to cut this back. So now I gotta get this cut, put the P-trap in. We don't have a 40. I don't have a 45, do I?
Are you sure you don't?
I don't know. Let me go look. And if we got a 45, I'm going to need two 45s. I need a 45 to fall here down, and then I need another 45 to get us going over toward the 3-inch line. So if you want to do that, I'll start cutting this 2-inch line here. All right. So the big thing here on the shower is the P-trap needs to be up inside this cavity. And as long as it's up inside this cavity, then I can insulate it, and because there will be water sitting in a P-trap. So a P-trap can freeze on you if you're not careful. So instead of having it below this line where I would have to do some sort of insulation, I don't know how I do it. We want it up in this cavity so that I can put insulation all in here, and this line should never freeze. The problem is, for me, was getting it back down to where I could shoot it over to our 3-inch line and tie it in. So that's what Karen and I are trying to do now. I mean, you know, doing this is like playing a massive game of Tetris. I don't get it. Here, move my thing out, please. Move my thing out. Glue all over it. Take it. Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt to do that. Gives me a little clearance right there. Give me up in there. Give me up in there. All right, so this is our coming out of the shower drain. You've got to have your P-trap. P-trap comes up, we 45 it down. All the while it's got fall, so all this gray water can fall down and through our sanitary tee that then takes it and heads underway with it. And I think this system will be finished. We'll add our clean out here, and man, there you have it. All the way out to the septic tank. It's right over here. You want to slide that on there and see what it looks like? There you have it. The full system. Okay, flush the toilet. It worked. We got some proper potty function. All right, let me get this ditch covered up, and we'll move on to something else. That's so cool. Karen's brother has been raising quail, has kind of gotten into the quail raising. And one of the things that he has wanted to do was to help reintroduce or strengthen the population of the bobwhite quail in our area. And so he's brought 4 or 5 of his wild bobwhites out here, and we're going to go up here and turn them loose in the field. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take Greg's quail up here, and we're going to release them. There's about 4 or 5 male bobwhite that we're going to turn loose in one of our fields up here where there's some really good cover and whatnot. And of course, the purpose of this is number one, he said those things are wild as bucks. They tear up everything around his place. And number two, he wants to do a preservation type of a conservatory, or what's it called? What are you wanting to do?
Conservation.
A little conservation. There you go. A little conservation effort to strengthen or reintroduce the bobwhite into our area. A native bird to the south that's been decimated, I guess, by overhunting and predator pressure. But so Greg is raising not only the Coturnics but also the bobwhite, and he's wanting to reintroduce some of that to our land here. So we're going to go up here and do that. You grabbing mine too, or just yours?
What's she getting?
Jackets.
Jacket?
Yeah. Such a wise move. Thank you. Thank you. Woo, that wind done cranked up. All right, here we go. So the too many males, and it causes a lot of fighting in the pens and whatnot.
Right, so we'll go ahead and release these because I'm culling out the males. And as we grow some more, we'll release.
Keep turning them loose. Look how pretty they are. Those are pretty birds. Woo! Break their necks getting out. Yeah. Cover them up. She wanted to see them go. All right, here they go. The release of 4 bobwhite. Woo!
He's like, I'm out of here.
He's out.
Woo!
There they go.
Like, we're gone.
They'll find the others that are out here.
Noisy.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that around a lot of coyote or fox. They're gone. You've got the one. Well, I've even lost him. He's blended in so. All right, well, there you have it. The first release of some bobwhite back onto our land. Now, there probably are some additional covey of bobwhite around here. But our goal, or Greg's goal as a conservation effort, is to strengthen those numbers. And so we're going to be reintroducing additional quail. The one thing that we will keep an eye out for is increased predator pressure. Because if we decide to get animals down here, we may be doing some night hunting. All right. Thanks for coming out here and releasing those, man. That's awesome.
Can't wait till we get the big covey to release that.
Got to start somewhere. All right. Isn't that cool? That's so exciting. Releasing quail. Now, a lot of you might be saying, hey, don't you have to have a license in it? He's licensed. No worries. He doesn't do anything commercially right now. So he's just raising birds for the eggs and for personal consumption on his farm, on his homestead. And so he has birds in the freezer. And let me tell you, there's very few things that are better than quail eggs. They are terrific. Absolutely terrific. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this weekend at the Little Orchard Farm. Thank you so much for joining along with us as we really knocked out, I think, an incredible activity, which was the drain line, which I was really nervous about in getting that slope correct and all that good stuff. But now Karen has her proper potty, and she can sit on the throne and enjoy herself. Hey, thanks for joining us this week. You guys have a great week, a very blessed week. Until we see you again the next time, we will. See ya. Bye.